Today's episode is brought to you by SPF Window Tinting.
SPF Window Tinting.
The only 3M certified platinum window film dealer in the area, right? I mean, that's a big deal.
Hey, yeah, they got it.
Yeah. They don't just tint windows on cars, though, right? They actually work on residential properties, commercial. They do decorative films, safety and security, applied graphics, window treatments, and they specialize in school safety. They actually have films that are bullet repellent. Like, that's crazy. And to request your quote, call 601-264-8468 or go visit them
at 2125 Oak Grove Road.
SPF Window Tinting. They did my car, man. It's great.
Yeah, I got my windows tinted over there.
I feel comfortable like putting my drums in there. It keeps the drums cool, and it gives you that extra it gives you that peace of mind. People can't just walk by and see it.
Yeah.
Very obviously, and inside the car.
It's interesting you mentioned like the safety glass or whatever. Like I think Ty did a video I think it might have been a year or two ago, but they were basically doing they had some police officers come out there and shoot the glass. I mean, it was pretty amazing to see what happens when you have that film on there. I mean, sure, like they can eventually get him, but it'll deter somebody from getting in quickly.
Right. Well, and that goes back to the peace of mind thing. I mean, you can take it as far as you want. If you want actually bullet repellent glass, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's like Batmobile type stuff.
Holler at those folks at SPF Window Tinting.
Yeah, good people. Man, I'm excited about today's episode.
Me too.
We have Martha Allen of Extra Table. They have their Farm to Fork race.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's a cycling race and it's running, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we don't know enough about it. So it's really exciting that we have her here because she's going to explain everything about the race, what they're raising money for, everything that Extra Table does.
Yeah.
They're very creative in their way, and how they actually are feeding families in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So doing really great work. So it's really exciting, and I think it's just time to get to it.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hottest street boys, hottest street boys, the hottest street boys, the hottest street boys, the hottest street boys, hottest street boys, hottest street boys, it's the hottest street boys.
Like and subscribe.
So tell me, man, what'd you get into this week?
Oh my gosh, I just worked. I made I think I put out 6 videos this week.
Man, big producer dog.
Dude, I guess. I don't know.
You got it going on.
Man, I appreciate it. It is one of those things, I think on the outside, it looks like I'm just absolutely killing it. But, I think the lesson is whatever you end up doing, you're going to have to just work really hard at. Even something that looks fun and attractive like what we're doing. I mean, this is just us figuring out what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
It's fun work, but it's work.
It's enjoyable.
It's also that time of year where there's just, I love that there are events happening, but now because I can film and edit, people want me to film it. Like last year I had to film it because no one was allowed around each other. Yeah. But now it's like everybody's hanging out and I kind of want to hang out, but I'm still filming. So I'm not complaining. Yeah. But it's been a lot of stuff. I mean, so it's really just work. We had at school we had the kids did a Woodstock thing. They do like skits. It's kind of like a fraternity sorority type thing.
Yeah, like a song fest kind of deal.
Yeah, it's a song. Yeah, they're not actually singing. They're just having fun dancing, and they dress up like different people.
It looked like a lot of fun.
Man, the kids, it was a blast. It was the first time everybody was in the same room together. We were in the chapel. It was awesome having everybody there. And then they had music outside. Some of the students performed, had some local bands, Mississippi Tornadoes, and Mark Mann played.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got to see Mark. And so yeah, it was cool, man. My favorite thing really was Live at 5 Brassaholics.
Man. Such a good band, man. Such a good vibe.
Well, okay, so I knew I missed live music.
Yeah.
And I put this in my stories. I was like, I didn't realize how much I missed it until they were playing, and then the guy, they had a singer who only sang every once in a while. And then the 2 horn players, they're like dancing in step, like they're organized. These aren't just musicians, these are showmen.
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is a show. Everything is meticulously planned and organized, and that's what I missed. Like, what other situation can you look at a man you don't know and make eye contact and nod your head and start dancing, and he does the same thing? Like, yeah, what other situation is that acceptable and not super weird?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's not. That's my point.
I was so happy just to see so many people dancing too.
Yes.
I mean, last week it was a different kind of vibe, you know, a different kind of group. But this week I knew that they were going to, you know, bring the energy up a little.
Oh, they didn't take
know?
no for an answer. People sitting down was like, no, get up, get
Yeah.
up. And I like that they engaged with the kids too, throwing Mardi Gras beads out and
That's
stuff.
awesome.
That was really, I thought that was really cool. So, yeah, man, the Brassaholics was awesome. And then I got to play a wedding on Saturday with John Causey.
Yeah.
My man, I'm playing with him pretty regularly. Him
That's
and Cody
awesome.
Ruth. It was fun. It was wild.
Yeah.
It
Weddings
was
get wild, you know.
Well, yeah, it was wild. It was super fun. These people came to enjoy themselves.
I'm sure they did.
And, yeah, it's always, I forgot kind of how to manage that, you know, because for me, it's technically work. You know, it's fun. Once again, it's fun work. But
Yeah.
you got to you don't want a drummer being sloppy back there. You want the drummer to be on top of it and on point. But I forgot what that felt like. So it was crazy having that 1-2 punch of watching really great music, and then, I mean, honestly, playing with John, that band sounds pretty darn good. We
Yeah.
sound pretty good, actually. And, yeah, to be a part of it on both sides was like a really special. It's one of those things I need to take more time to appreciate it instead
Yeah.
of, you know, you get caught up in the tasks. And so, anyway.
I got to see some pretty good percussion on Saturday. I went to Midtown Sounds.
Yeah, so what was that like?
Well, I missed the first group. I got to see Sandu Jazz,
Mm-hmm.
and you know Alex up there playing. I mean,
Alex
they had
Ocon.
yeah, exactly, amazing. Him and Julian, and they had like a bunch of other people up there playing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Worley was playing trombone. It was great. They sounded amazing.
Alex is one of those guys that you just want to be around. Very like
Yeah.
smiley and just happy, and also a good drummer. But I think of him mostly like every time I see him, big smile.
Yeah.
and that's what you
Just
want
amazing
to be around.
all around percussionist. I mean, he had it sounded like the congas.
playing congas?
Yeah.
And bongo, and then he plays drum set with that group too,
Oh, yeah.
right?
They were mixing it up. He was all over the stage.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Well, and then because some of that style of music, like if you're playing, if you're playing like Cuban music, you don't have drum set. You have congas and timbales.
Okay.
So the drum set, when you hear that with that style of music, is a substitute for it. Just like Brazilian music, you actually usually it's with pandeiro, which is a hand drum, like that's mic'd. So
Yeah.
playing drum set is kind of, it depends on what school of thought you come from, but playing drum set is kind of like aggressive for that style of music. So that's
Yeah.
what's cool is that's happening in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I'm learning from you right now.
It's an education.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were in Hattiesburg when you were listening to it, or did you feel like you were somewhere in South America?
The latter, you know. I mean, I got to say, like, I don't know. Being in Hattiesburg, as long as you know that there's really amazing students that come through Southern, and they're tremendously talented. They're just amazing, and I feel like we're so blessed to like have them stick around for a little while, maybe go through grad school or do whatever, and get to witness this. You know, like we have such amazing talent here in this town.
Well, and it's a testament to how important the university is to the city.
Truly.
You know, I love Hattiesburg, but one of the main reasons I love Hattiesburg is because of Southern Miss.
Oh yeah,
You know, the people that come through, and yeah, man. I mean, that's why you're here.
yeah. It brought me here.
Yeah. So I mean, that right there is worth the price of admission.
There you go.
You know. So Sandu Jazz played.
Yeah, and then after them, it was a band from New Orleans called D-Play. I didn't make it for the early. I'm sorry, I should go back. I didn't make it for Mississippi Moonlight, but I heard they were awesome. And but then after Sandu Jazz was D-Play out of New Orleans, and they were kind of like a cover band, but a party band, if you will. And I'm pretty sure Ray Bradford was up there playing bass, so you know it was good.
That's awesome.
It was amazing. They were playing all the hits. They played. I mean, everybody was grooving.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I enjoyed playing my gig, but I hate that I missed that. There's so much happening right now, so it's like
Yeah.
you're gonna miss. I have serious FOMO, the fear of missing out. So
Yeah.
that sounds like it was awesome, man.
I know there was like live music at Nick's. There was live music at Glory Bound. I missed a couple of those, but I got to,
Royal Horses were at Glory Bound, right?
they were.
And then I think there was Carrie Hudson played Blue Jazz on Friday after Live at 5. There's so much stuff, and it's getting to the point now where it's like, man, I need to keep a calendar.
Exactly.
So I can keep track of. But it's great. If you're gonna have a problem, have too many live music events to go to.
In fact, I don't know if I can plug it, but I've got a live music act coming up.
Oh yeah, where?
I'm going to be in Laurel on May 14th. It's the return of Battle Cat.
Yes.
Massive J and Battle Cat.
Let's go.
I don't know if the world's ready, but we sure are.
Dude, that's awesome. Where in Laurel are you playing?
We're going to be playing at 325th Street.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice place. And then that's on Friday, right?
It's a Friday.
Yeah, tomorrow. What time?
Yeah.
What time do
Is
y'all?
it tomorrow? It's a week from tomorrow. Yeah.
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got you. Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so so what time do y'all start when you play there? Do you know?
I think it's a little bit later. I think we're going to start probably 8:30, 9 o'clock-ish.
Right.
So you
okay.
might be able to make it.
So yeah, that same day we're throwing. It's not live at. It's not a live at 5. It's an outdoor final concert for my drummers.
Oh, nice.
So the kids, because they were getting quarantined and stuff, and just because of contact tracing and everything around January, instead of doing an ensemble, I had each kid get to pick a drum set, a song to play on drum set, so they could always work individually on it if they were at the house or at school. So we're doing a big, huge rock. It's not rock. It's all styles of music, but a big drum fest out on the front lawn of Sacred Heart. It's going to be cool. May 14th.
A lot of fun.
At 5:30. I'm even going to post like who's playing at what time. I'm going to try and it's a lot of kids.
Oh yeah.
I think it's like 2 hours worth of songs.
Well, if you can't make it up to Laurel, I know you'll be there in spirit. So
yeah,
of course I'll try to make it to see some of the early kids maybe.
Yeah, I have some first graders this year.
Oh,
it's
awesome.
Hilarious. It's this one kid. His name's Andrew. I call him Hurricane. He's insane, man. He is the best, and his energy is just like, dude. It's him on drum set. He hits harder than me.
Whoa.
Easily. Yeah. So Andrew, if you're watching, I know he actually watches this show.
Oh, cool.
Hurricane, it's gonna be fun, buddy. So yeah, man, lots of stuff going on, and just trying to keep up with it all. I'm really looking forward to May 21st as well, Royal Horses, and then the back-to-back Downtown Crawfish Jam.
Yeah, get your tickets.
We're actually filming an episode at Downtown Crawfish Jam.
We are.
I wanted to do it live, but we'll see. So, but we're going to invite some people up. We'll have more than one guest.
That'll be great.
Right? And it'll be cool. So get your tickets to Downtown Crawfish Jam as well. Link in the description. And then you can hang out with us for a show, which is pretty cool. So if you don't like crawfish, beer, and music, I mean, that's insane if you don't like any of those things. But then you could also come be on our show, possibly. Maybe we'll do a raffle to see who's on it.
Yeah.
You know?
That'll be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun. So.
Well, cool.
Yeah, man. Well, we got Martha Allen.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get her on.
Yeah, let's bring her on.
I'm ready to learn some stuff.
Me too.
Let's go.
Let's go, Martha.
So Jamie.
Yeah, what's up?
I started my own business.
Okay.
So my idea is, if you have something terrible to tell someone, you tell me, and then I'll deliver it in Elmo's voice.
Oh.
So like, give me some bad news.
I mean, I don't really get a lot of bad news. I mean,
first world problem, bad news.
Okay, like somebody got my name misspelled at Starbucks.
I'm sorry, but someone has misspelled your name on your Starbucks cup.
Well, it feels better. Thank you.
Right? See, it's not as big a deal. What about this?
Jamie, you're fired. Grab all of your things, put them in a box, and get out. Yay!
Right?
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful, but don't you not feel as bad as you would have if I said it in a mean voice?
I just feel like I've been fired by Elmo.
I mean, Elmo's pretty cutthroat.
Dude, it's harsh.
Do you think it's a viable business?
I think it could work. Maybe people would hire you for that. You should have consulted me.
Your consulting business is a sham.
Thank you.
All right. We have 2 guests. 2 guests for the price of 1. This is a Hardy Street Boys first.
Yeah.
So we have Martha Allen and Rhonda Hayden. How are you?
Great. How are y'all?
We're good. We're so excited to be here.
I mean, this is awesome.
It is.
So I know that you guys are y'all are busy today, right? Because you have the Farm to Fork race. What's that all about?
So it's a fundraiser for Extra Table. It's called the Farm to Fork Ride or Run, and Rhonda has created an incredible event that's bringing over 700 people here to Hattiesburg on Saturday. And so you can, it's really going to challenge these athletes coming into town and all of our locals as well. So it's a 32 and a 62-mile bike ride. It's not a race. And then it is a 5K, a 10K, and a mystery distance along the Longleaf Trail. So it's going to be amazing.
What's the mystery distance?
Can you tell us?
Well, it is unique to the Farm to Fork Ride and Run, and it's for runners. They sign up for the mystery distance, which means they don't know how far they're going to run that day. So when they get to the race that morning, we will reveal it at the start line about 15 minutes before they take off, and then they'll go run the course that we have laid out for them.
That sounds scary.
It sounds
Could
mysterious.
be.
Well, you've got to think, who planned this? Myself or Rhonda? So she's definitely the runner and the athlete, and she's given you some clues on our Facebook. So
Oh, okay.
you should work on figuring that out.
But I'm terrible at clues. Really bad. So this race is totally different though as far as races in the area. It's a cycle. So if you want to ride your road bike and do Le Tour de France, I wore my polka dots today actually because your jersey is polka dotted, which I think is super cool. A polka dot jersey in Tour de France means you're king of the mountains, which is it's all themed.
I'm so
the fact that
I'm glad you know that, Drew.
I cycle. I'm just injured right now because I would be in the race if my back wasn't, whatever. That no one wants to hear about that. But it's really cool that you guys are incorporating that into your race. What was the inspiration into, going into making your own jersey for your event? I never heard of that before in a local race.
I've seen it in some cycling events that I've done over the years, and we were kind of a little bit leery about doing it. We knew we wanted to add that little twist with the polka dots that related to the Tour de France to get people interested and to have the jersey recognizable. But when we first ordered the jerseys or put them up for sale, I told Martha, if we sell 20 of these, that's our goal, to sell 20 our first year, and then, we can build from there. And within 3 weeks, we sold 130 of them, which was kind of cool because the price started out high. If you only order 20, it's going to cost you more. So we actually got to lower the prices. We went along over the 3 weeks, and we refunded people money. So that was really neat for us to be able to do.
So more than fair. That's great that you actually gave money. I mean, that's really awesome. And so you can tell that you guys are working with a charitable organization, right? So this is all Extra Table's efforts. Tell me a little bit about what Extra Table is and what it does, because I think most people understand that you're feeding hungry people, that hunger is something that in 2021 needs to end, right? But you're creative in how you get it done. So what makes Extra Table different from other charities that are feeding Mississippi's hungry families?
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit started by Chef Robert St. John in 2009, and we are 2 employees, just became 2 employees. Rhonda joined me in June. So our admin expenses are completely separate, and they're raised by a separate 501c3 board. And so Mr. St. John gives us office space. So we believe that we're one of the most efficient and effective feeding entities that we know of. Our partner for 10 years was Cisco, and they don't know of any other examples of people feeding so smartly in the world. And our goal is to fundraise and provide healthy, shelf-stable food to food pantries and soup kitchens all over the state. And for every dollar that we raise, we are able to feed 6 healthy meals. And so it's really cool that something started right here in Hattiesburg in the Pine Belt and has grown to become a statewide agency, setting the bar for getting the best food to the most people.
Wow. So how many families have you fed since Extra Table was founded in 2009?
Great question.
Do you know even?
So as good as you are with trivia and clues, I am with math. So no, I don't have the records on that. So I wish I did.
But we just said last month we fed 354,000 families last month.
Yeah.
So just to put it into perspective.
Wow.
We provided 5.9 million pounds of food to the state of Mississippi last year.
Wow.
So that's pretty incredible. We had a 63% increase in area served and partners. And we just won the Give Awards, the Governor's Give Awards for volunteerism. And we were actually runner-up to ourselves with our partner, Good Sam and the Hub for the Hungry in Jackson. So Extra Table, we fundraise to buy in bulk and below wholesale. So we're able to buy for all of our partners and deliver it to their doorstep where, if you participate in a canned food drive, 60% of that food is thrown in the garbage because it's expired, it's not usable. I mean, when was the last time water chestnuts or blueberry pie filling was a meal? I mean, people just can't eat that. So we take great pride in the food that we provide. It's always healthy. It's always shelf stable. We provide whole meals, pasta and pasta sauce, great protein. So it's just really exciting, the work that we get to do and the partners that we get to serve, because it's not just the two of us and our volunteers. It's all of our pantry partners all across the state making a difference in fighting hunger.
So how do you decide what food is? I guess it's very hard for me to decide like what I'm going to eat because I want to eat healthy. I'm trying to eat organic. In this country, it's very difficult to find healthy food that's not related to bread, right? So like, how do you decide? Who decides that? How do you go about? Because you talk about 354,000 families in 1 month is such an undertaking. I mean, is this something where does that come from? Who makes that decision? That feels like it's a big decision.
It's a big decision, and hearing you say that kind of makes me nervous. Rhonda and I work with the boys from Chow, Justin and Michael, and they help us purchase our food, like I said, in bulk and below wholesale. So we've got 18-wheelers pulling into Hattiesburg every day with our food on it. And we just try to really listen to what our food pantries are looking for and meet the needs of the individuals receiving the food. So the things that they enjoy and are able to prepare, and items that can be made and used easily to make meals and to make different meals. We want our food to offer hope and respect and, the ability to know that there is a brighter tomorrow. We want the same food that we provide to be the same food that's at home in our pantry shelves,
And Martha, you've got to tell them about the shrimp grant that we got this past year, because I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, so we received a grant. Well, let me tell you this. So we got a phone call from the Golden Strike Casino, and they said, we have a fishing tournament. We have this fish that's got to go somewhere. Would your pantry like it? And we were like, okay, yes, people are hungry. We've got to get this fish. So we cleaned the fish. We had all these, volunteers on the coast show up, cleaned it, got it out the door in 2 hours to partner pantries, posted it on social media. A group in Cape Cod saw it, and they funded us $84,000. Their mission is to invest in the fishing industry. And so we know our coastal shrimpers have been hit by the BP oil spill, regular hurricanes, and last year the freshwater stuff. So, and now with COVID, they weren't able to sell their shrimp. So we bought $84,000 worth of shrimp and distributed it to our food pantries.
Wow. That's
amazing. It was
amazing.
really cool.
And that's why I ask you, is because you talk about respect with each meal. It's important that you're not just giving canned goods that are expired. That's just something you don't want.
Right.
You're not doing that. You're deciding, you're choosing quality, healthy food for people because that's what they deserve. Well, it's human dignity is what it is, and that's very important in your venture. Is that it's. I think that sets you apart. I think that's a big deal.
Food is a basic human right. No one should be hungry. And it's no one's life goal to get in a food line and stand and be a number at a food pantry to get a bag of food. Mm-hmm. And so if our food can brighten their day and, help a single mom put another meal on the table for her children, and we know and we read so much about this all the time about nourishment in children. We can teach someone to read at age 7 or age 70, but if a child doesn't get proper nutrition early on, their brain is not going to fully develop. And so it's, We do a lot of focus and partnered with Atmos on getting snacks to kids, healthy snacks to kids when the schools were out, and supporting, those feeding efforts in any way, because we know that, without food, an adult can't go to work and can't concentrate and can't be safe in a workplace. And so, you turn into the Snickers commercial, if you don't have food. So you do. It's real life. And, and there, 1 in 5 Mississippians are hungry, sadly. And we believe that Extra Table is the smartest, most efficient, effective way to get people fed. The best food to the most people.
That's really impressive, especially when you talk about the kids. If you don't feel like helping out, the thought of a hungry kid, I think, should motivate everyone.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal. Now, tell me about the race, right? Farm to Fork. How is that highlighting what you do at Extra Table? What kind of events do you have planned other than just, are people going to be able to hang out? Is it a social thing? Like, what else we got going on?
We do like the after party.
Yeah, we do. And as Martha said, we like to show food, showcase food, and offer dignity with the food that we provide. And we're doing that with our athletes, too. We really want to get them to buy into Extra Table fights hunger differently than other people. So we have partnered with a lot of different local chefs throughout Hattiesburg and restaurants, and they are making culinary bites that our athletes will stop at pit stops along the way. You know how you have pit stops in cycling events, and the runners will have their pit stops too, and they'll stop and eat some culinary bites along the way. And then when they make it back to the finish line, we have a party that I don't think you've ever seen before at a race.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we have lots of restaurants involved with that. We've got a roasted pig that Strix Catering is going to be doing for us. John Burks and some of his friends are coming out and doing a grilled chicken and sausage. Chick-fil-A will be out there. We've got Cathead Distillery coming and doing rehydration cocktails for the athletes. And Stokes Distributing will be out there with their beers. They've got a couple of different beers that they're highlighting, and not only do you get free beer, but you get to sample other beers while you're there. There are so many aspects to this finish line
party. What about the mechanical bull, Rhonda? You left that off the list.
Yeah, so that's kind of my dream. Since this is at the Bridlewood Stables and it's outdoors on a farm, why would you not have a mechanical bull? If you can ride a bike, can you ride a bull? We're going to find out.
They're one and the same.
That's right.
Bikes and bulls, for sure. Well, no, everything you just listed sounded like a wish list I would have made, that's incredible.
Yeah, and there's more.
Rehydration cocktail?
Yeah.
That's kind of my... Wow, that's a game changer.
And there's live music, too, so we've encouraged all the athletes to bring chairs, pack a blanket, whatever they want. They can throw it out on the grass that day when they finish and walk around, listen to the music. But I am excited about watching people ride that bull.
Oh, that's going to be, you got to film that.
We will have the video out.
But it's going to be so cool because this is a different race. Most people have not, I don't know if they've ever had a race, a ride or a run leave from the barn at Bridlewood. So it's a different location. You're on a different trail. And so that's so exciting. Even for our locals, we've announced, the actual trail for the 32 and the 62 and they've been riding it, getting prepared for Saturday.
Yeah, you got to study that.
Yeah.
So it's 30. So if you cycle, you can do a 32 mile or a 62 mile.
It's actually 32 plus. We started marketing it as 32 miles, but then when we got out and actually rode what we had come up with, or what Jed Darby had come up with for the cycling course, it was a little more than 32 miles. So it's
just
32 plus, and then 62 miles. It's a bonus, just like the mystery run.
And you've
Everybody
got some really
just
good heels.
Yeah.
So be prepared.
That's the thing. Well, and that's why. Is that why you have the polka dots? Because you actually have the hills.
Yeah.
You're king of the mountains.
Yeah.
Right. So that's super cool. I have a road bike, and last year during the pandemic they closed the gym, so I just cycled way too hard. We have so many great cyclists in this area.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Like, you think you're hot stuff, and then you could just be on a longleaf trace, and you're like, I'm killing it, because it's flat.
Right.
And then you'll see some of these guys go, like, off into the to the countryside, up and down these hills. It's insane.
Look,
So,
I was
the
out there
talent is deep.
yesterday on the 62-mile route with William Whitehead, and we're going one direction, and then there's a group of guys that are all with Jed Darby at Perfect Endurance Bikes, and they're doing the route in reverse. So we see them coming towards us kind of by Big Bay, and holy cow, they zip by so fast. William was like, was Laura Beth in that group? I was like, I have no idea who was in that group. It was
Right.
so
Amazing.
funny how quick they went by us.
But we're just so excited of all the energy around this. All the local cyclists are so excited too. And so many people have learned about Extra Table and the great work we do. And so it's not just another fundraiser. It's the ability for us to tell our story and to share the message, and people join our cause. So that's been super fun.
It has been. And I think we forget when we're talking about this because we get so excited about the cycling aspect. I've organized lots of 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons over the years, but there is a run to this, and it has just as unique components to it as our cycling event does. So our runners, we will have 2 comedians. Martha, you can talk about that for a second.
Yeah,
That'll
Jamie Arrington is one of my favorites to listen to. So it's he and a friend, and they'll be out there, and they'll be, kindly heckling you, just giving you some real good encouragement. Like, you thought this was a good idea? I don't know what Jamie has planned, but
Who
I
are you
know it's going
running
to be
from?
good.
Yeah.
Right? And then we also, I don't know if Rhonda knows, this is confirmed, but we have 4 soldiers. So 4 sergeants that'll be kind of yelling at you like an army sergeant would, like a drill sergeant. So come on.
pick up the pace. They might have you drop 20. Who knows?
Right. That's a good one. So there'll be a surprise around every corner. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So I just have to say, if you put this much care into a race, right? It's one day. This is like the most intense and involved event I've probably ever heard about. If you put this kind of energy into Extra Table, it's obvious why you're making a difference and why it stands alone. So that's really cool to hear that. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. This is really cool. But what I'm really excited about is we have a game for you. Have you ever played the Whisper Challenge?
I have not.
So,
But I know Rhonda wants to play.
we're going to see how it goes. We're going to put some headphones on you, and I'm going to read you some words, and you have to guess what I'm saying without being able to hear me. So can you read
Okay.
lips? Can either of you read lips?
I have no idea.
So there you go. So we'll see what happens
So, yeah.
after this.
The fork. What the fork? What the fork? What the fork? What the fork? The fork. What the fork? 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 What the fork?
Charity.
Charity.
Genius. Bicycle.
Popsicle.
Close. Close. Bicycle.
Bicycle.
Nice. Competition.
Say it again.
Competition.
I can't tell you what I think you're saying. Move on.
Move it on.
Pass.
Polka dots.
Pork chop.
What does that have to do with Extra Table?
Polka dots. Polka dots.
I have no idea.
Next one. End hunger.
Soccer.
Not right. That's right. That's how I know you, but I love soccer. End hunger.
HU. Hunger.
Yes. Yes. Extra table.
Extra table.
Nice, nice.
Yay.
354,000.
3.
3, 5, 400,000.
300,000. 354,000.
That's. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
He's using words I said earlier.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter.
And jelly.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
You did pretty good. All right. Good. Good stuff. Awesome.
What was that one?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh.
That was good. That was
Chocolate.
good.
Massive J.
Massive J.
You need a microphone. Your vocal mic.
Massive J. Massive J.
Nice.
Big ones. Big ones.
Teak wood. What did you?
What is teak wood?
That kind of makes me nervous.
Oh my gosh.
Battle cat. Battle cat.
Patrick Swayze.
That's actually better than the answer.
Spoke and word.
I can't even.
Spoke and
Spooling.
word. Look.
Just one. Get one. Oh, he can't hear.
Kevin the Chaos Pad. Kevin the
just so bad
Chaos
at
Pad. These are bad.
Becky Boo Boo Baby, do that one.
Becky Boo Boo Baby.
Pancake.
Dude, you are bad at this.
Onomatopoeia.
Something. I don't know.
Onomatopoeia.
I'm so terrible at this.
Hey, just do food. Just say food.
Food. Food.
Food.
Yes!
Yay!
That's it. Oh my
Food.
gosh. All right.
Extra table.
Extra table.
Good job.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, say what the fork.
What the fork?
Some farm to fork.
What the fork?
Bring the
Bring?
what? What?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fork?
What the
Yes!
Yay! You got it.
All right, good job, Jamie. Well, that's pretty fun. Jamie, you're terrible at that. And I mean that in the nicest way.
I still can't hear what you're saying.
Food.
Selective hearing.
Battle Cat. You
Battle
you missed
Cat.
Battle Cat. You missed Spoke and Word.
Spoke and
your
word.
your new bicycle gang that you started that also does poetry somehow.
It's, yeah.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
That's just fun to say.
Yeah.
And Kevin the Chaos Pad. I gave you heart. These were
yeah,
they
these
were
are very challenging.
but they're about you. These are all anyway.
All right.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So this was fun. Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you.
It's really cool getting to hear about not just the race, but what you're doing at Extra Table. What are ways that people can follow you on social media or get involved?
Yeah, you can always follow us on social media. We're always blasting out the great work that we're doing and our volunteers are doing. And because we have so many wonderful donors, it's all of our work together collectively. So, and if you want to volunteer for us this Saturday, you can message us on Facebook or call the office, shoot us an email. We need lots and lots of volunteers along the running route and the cycle route and back at the party. So let us know.
I'm a great volunteer for parties.
I was just
great.
thinking
Really,
Drew
I'm-
needed to be out there.
I have
I'm
a
really
place
good at
for
parties.
you.
All right, I love that. So awesome. Well, Extra Table. What's your handle on Instagram? Actually, it's all in the description. We're not
Extra table.
Extra Table. That's
Mm-hmm.
easy to remember. This was really fun. Thanks for joining us, and yeah, we'll see you at the barn.
Woo woo.
All the cool kids will be there.
I love hanging out in the barn. I'm gonna ride that bull. I'm gonna beat that bull.
Let's tape that, and you can put it on your show.
Yes,
It'd be
that's
great for
the
the
follow-up
Patreon.
Put it on our
segment.
Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll do.
Yeah, heck yeah.